For generations of viewers, Al Roker has been a constant, a friendly and reassuring presence who delivered the day's weather with warmth and humor, offering a sense of normalcy even when the world outside felt unpredictable. Yet behind that familiar smile and steady voice existed a quieter, more demanding reality, shaped by personal trials, professional pressure, and the unspoken expectation that he remained strong no matter what storms he faced away from the camera. A reality deeply shared and understood by his wife, Deborah Roberts, whose own distinguished career in journalism has given her first-hand knowledge of how public trust can become both a privilege and a burden. As the years unfolded, Al's life followed a rhythm familiar to many in their 60s, decades of dedication, early mornings, relentless schedules, and the gradual realization that time, health, and energy are not limitless resources, even for those who appear endlessly upbeat on television. When personal crises emerged, as they inevitably do, Al learned that the hardest part was not the challenge itself, but the need to compartmentalize, to walk into the studio carrying invisible weight while presenting calm reassurance to millions who relied on him as part of their daily routine. Deborah watched this balancing act with empathy and quiet strength, understanding that anchors are often asked to absorb the anxieties of a nation while setting aside their own. And she became his steady counterbalance, reminding him that resilience does not mean denial, but endurance paired with honesty. Together, they faced moments when uncertainty crept in, when recovery was slow, when private fears stood in sharp contrast to the cheerful familiarity viewers expected. And in those moments, the couple leaned not on public praise or professional achievement, but on shared faith, mutual respect, and the deep comfort of knowing they were not facing life's hardest chapters alone. For an audience in their early 60s, Al's journey mirrors a universal truth that aging brings reflection, a reckoning with vulnerability, and a reassessment of what truly defines success after decades of striving. Deborah, ever perceptive, recognized that the most meaningful victories were not broadcast live, but quietly won in hospital rooms, late-night conversations, and moments of stillness when the future felt uncertain yet hope remained intact. As the media landscape shifted and the pace of news intensified, Al carried his role with renewed perspective, understanding that authenticity resonates more deeply than perfection, and that viewers sense when a familiar face has lived through hardship and emerged with greater empathy. Deborah's presence grounded him, reminding him that life beyond the studio deserved as much care and intention as life within it, and that love, patience, and presence are forms of strength often overlooked in a culture that celebrates constant productivity. Their shared journey became one of recalibration, learning when to push forward and when to pause, when to speak and when silence offered healing, and how to honor long careers without allowing those careers to eclipse personal well-being. For many watching from their living rooms, having navigated their own health scares, family losses, and moments of reinvention, Al's unseen resilience felt deeply familiar, a reflection of lives lived with commitment and quiet courage rather than grand spectacle. Deborah understood that her role was not to shield him from reality, but to walk beside him through it, offering perspective during moments of doubt and reminding him that his worth extended far beyond the forecast desk. Together, they found comfort in ordinary rituals, untouched by headlines, shared meals, laughter over small memories, mornings without urgency, discovering that these moments restored what long years of public responsibility had slowly depleted. As Al continued to appear on screen, viewers may have noticed a subtle shift, a deeper calm, a gentler humor shaped by experience, signaling that resilience had matured into wisdom rather than mere endurance. Deborah, reflecting on their shared path, recognized that the true legacy of their work was not measured in ratings or recognition, but in the integrity with which they navigated life's inevitable challenges. In the end, Al Roker's story, supported steadfastly by Deborah Roberts, offers a quiet reassurance to those in their 60s and beyond that life's later chapters, though marked by change and uncertainty, can still be rich with meaning, connection, and grace, and that unseen resilience, built in private moments of courage and love, often speaks louder than anything ever said on air.